Alright guys, so we're back with another how-to. We're going to go over how to make gold today. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video than the rest, but I'm going to take you around, show you kind of what to farm, how to farm it, and just talk about each of the places a little bit as we go through. So we're going to go to the Caverns, entrance of the boat. So with the hold, they've changed it up a little in this version. Elite is now the old hell difficulty, but if you're level 90, it shouldn't be a problem for you. You should be able to run through it pretty quickly. What you're looking for here is strife gear. A lot of people like to skin their equipment to strife, so you're basically just going to run the same route I'm running now. There's only two bosses you need to worry about: the Deathclaw and Gristle down here at the end. You also have a chance to drop a number of other things, including enriched extract C's or B's, Pel C and B, Builder Hammer B's, just a variety of different items, including materials, scrolls, roots of evil, all of which can be sold in the auction house for a couple million a piece. Prices do vary, so just check the auction house before you list it, and you may find that one of these items is selling for quite a bit. Prices do fluctuate with everything, so be on the lookout to just when things kind of hit a higher level, a higher price or a lower price. And if you just need the money, I mean, you can always sell at a low price and get that money for now. But I would recommend saving it and just getting the maximum amount of money you can. Another really easy dungeon to run is going to be Prison Despero Elite. You have the chances to drop 70 unique gear. Sorry, let me pull up my notes here. So 70 unique gear, Mimic's treasure chest, ancient jewelry box accessories, stone chest rank B, same with the hold elite. Level 64 equipment. I wouldn't worry about putting that kind of stuff in the auction house. That you can just NPC. Sometimes you can get some money for them, especially during events. People like to buy lower level gear and plus it to plus 15. So if you like running dungeons, you can always run hold elite, get a whole strife set for any character, plus it to plus 15, and you can sell it for a decent amount, especially when events come around. So the main bosses to worry about are these swords. They have a chance of dropping 70 unique. Basically anything with a gold crown, you have a chance to get 70 unique gear. We'll kill this guy. He just stuns you. It's more annoying than anything. Whether you go left or right first through this dungeon, it doesn't matter because you'll end up here. And then you want to go back here. Oh, getting stuck on stuff here. Kill this sword. And continue your way through the dungeon. Now this is a 3-level dungeon. It does take a little bit longer than Hold Elite, but the drops are a little bit nicer if you do drop them. Kill this boss. You can take each one of these and kill the Mimic's chest. It has a chance to drop some pretty good gear, but I don't really ever farm it, just because most of the time you just get health pots or mana pots. So that's up to you whether you want to farm those. You do have a chance of getting that Mimic's treasure chest from them and getting something good out of there. We also have the chance for enriched AAs, both Rube and Pell. If you do the dailies and you get the black hearts, you can always go down and finish out the dungeon completely for a chance at a crystal. For the most part, I just kill the bosses and get on through without finishing the final boss. But that's up to you whether you want to run that final boss or not, depending on how you're feeling. That crystal can be a decent crystal sometimes. A lot of times you do just get junk. But you may make a couple mil off the junk, just depending on what kind of crystal you get. So we'll run through here. You want to go ahead and kill the Lich here. They do have a chance at dropping gear. It's not a very high chance, but it is a chance. That's why I prefer Hold Elite over Prison Despero Elite. There is a better chance of getting Strife gear, and it's a quicker dungeon to run. You can run it in a minute or two compared to 4 or 5 minutes per this, so it's just a better cash point. Again, just killing everything that's a gold crown. They have a higher chance of dropping better gear, enriched extracts. And at level 90, you should be able to do this dungeon no problem. And then we'll just kill the queen. There it is. So as you can see, decent drops, not the greatest, but they are something. Some Dark Essence, a return scroll, so if you are doing a dungeon with other people and you die, you can go ahead and get out, or get back in. We'll pour it out of here. That is one of the bad things about this. You have to have waypoint scrolls or disassemble the party, and that'll put you back to your save point. It's always good to make sure if you're spamming a dungeon, your save point is exactly where the dungeon entrance is or close to it. That way you don't have to continuously run back and forth. Now we can talk about Zant. Again, it's one of those longer dungeons to run. Most people aren't going to be able to do Zant Elite because it is technically the hell version of the dungeon. But if you can, I would probably say from level 95 up is where you would want to start running Zant. That's going to give you the mana gear, which some people like for skin. I'm not a big fan of it, but again, it's just another set that you can sell for quite a bit, because people want to either A, use it as a skin, or B, use it as a set for a low level character during an event. The next one I want to talk about is going to be Lycan's Cave. You do get some pretty good drops out of Lycan's Cave. Now it is scaled up, so you would have to be level 99 with some pretty decently plussed gear to complete the dungeon. Um, and then again, depending on what class you are and what gear you're in, you may or may not be able to defeat the last boss. So for starting out, I would run hold elite. You can also do cabin elite. The drops aren't as good. You're not going to get that gear, but it is another one of those elite dungeons that is now technically a hell dungeon. So there is a good chance of drops. And then moving on, you can run Prison Despero for a chance at 70 uniques. The enriched and stuff, and a little bit higher level builder hammers. So those are kind of my main dungeons I would run to make as much money as possible in as little time. Like I said, these strife sets, kind of like what I'm wearing now, they sell for quite a bit. Just depending on what class you get and what piece you get. The gloves and the boots are definitely harder to get, so they're usually worth more. The chest pieces go for pretty cheap. The helmets, I don't see a lot of helmets sell, but again, if someone's trying to complete a set for a level 50 character, the helmet will sell. And then I would recommend getting you a set for any of your alts that you have that are around level 50. And getting that plus 15, you can also sell that for quite a bit of money when any of the events roll around. In a later video here, we will be covering the events for Carnival, any event items that you're going to want to get, how to get them, where to spend them, and what to spend them on. Not every event item you can buy is going to be worth it, but I'm going to try to put together a video to make sure y'all are getting the most out of your event items. That's all I got for you today. I will be back with more videos on any other questions you guys might have, or anything that I think might be pertinent to helping you guys play the game and just making the game go a lot smoother.